Alright YouTube, what's going on? Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be talking about the top 5 worst U.S. Army duty stations that you can go to. And these are just in my personal opinion, and pretty much a lot of people say bad things about these duty stations. At the end of the day, it's all personal preference, but if you had to choose to go to a duty station, I probably wouldn't go to any of these. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get into the top 5 worst duty stations. Alright, number 5 on the list is going to be Fort Drum, New York. And it is in New York, but it's not, what you think it is. So Fort Drum is super far from all the main cities. It's actually close to Canada, so it's all the way up, by the border. And Canada is only about 30 minutes away from Fort Drum, so that's not too bad if you want to go to Canada. But as far as that, the weather is terrible. It's cold all the time. You're gonna constantly be wiping that snow off your windows, letting your car turn the car on before you go to work, at least like 15-20 minutes, let it heat up and stuff like that. And it just makes PT super hard. Not only is it cold, but it's all the way up in like the mountains, so PT is gonna be super hard in the morning. It's gonna be super cold all the time, and that's just like not a comfortable living to me. And also, I think they do deploy a lot as well. I know pretty much everyone that I know of that went there deployed. So, that's Fort Drum for you. Put that on number 5 on the list. Alright, so number 4 on the list is going to be Fort Sill, Oklahoma. Fort Sill, as far as the weather, the summers get super hot, like 100+ degrees. During the summertime, winters get super cold as well. The closest town, or the town nearby, is called Lawton. And Lawton's pretty much a small, boring town from what people have been saying. So other than that, Dallas is 2.5 hours away, and Oklahoma or OKC is about 45 minutes away. So those are the closest cities that you can go to that are pretty well known, that people typically go to. But as far as that, they have really strong winds. Wind is terrible over there, and if you know anything about wind in winter time, that's like the worst combination ever. When it's windy and it's cold out, so and rain as well, a lot of rainstorms and stuff like that. So the weather is, I'd say, decent, probably not so good as far as the wind and stuff like that, but other than that, I just hear Fort Sill is just not a place people enjoy. So that's gonna be number 4 on my list. Okay, number 3 on my list is gonna have to be Fort Irwin, California. Fort Irwin is mostly known for NTCs and fields and training and exercise events that go over there. It's a training post, so lots of training going on over there. As far as the closest town is Barstow, which is 45 minutes from the post. So everything is super far away from post. So if you live off post, you're probably gonna commute over an hour. And there's only one gate to get on post, so everyone coming in at the same time, it's gonna make things even a little worse and more hectic. As far as the town, I've heard really crazy stories about Barstow where people are pooping in the middle of the aisles in Walmart, and a lot of homeless and drug addicts and stuff like that. So really not the best area to be in. Also heard people trying to steal their groceries at Walmart when they're putting in their cars. Soldiers putting groceries in their cars as well. As far as that, if you're going to be commuting a lot, gas is super high right now in California. It's $4.30 per gallon, so gas is going to be super high. So if you're commuting back and forth an hour, 2 hours, maybe 2.5 hours a day, that definitely adds up. And then property taxes, if you do live off post, you're going to be paying property taxes. Those are pretty expensive in California as well. So if you do go over there, try to live on post if you can, or pretty much on post. If you go anywhere else, the closest town is 45 minutes away. So and that's why it's a training post. It's really isolated, and there's really not much going on over there. So typically I don't really hear much people getting stationed over there, but if you do, just try to make the best out of it. Okay, so number 2 on this list is going to be Fort Hood, Texas. Fort Hood is one of the biggest bases in the Army. So with the more people, there's more problems. But if you've been watching the news over the last year or two, you know that there's a lot of cases and things going along in Fort Hood, as far as like soldiers dying, people going missing, a lot of sharp cases, just a lot of bad things in general. So it's not a place really I would want to go to because of everything that's going on over there. So that's that. But also outside of Fort Hood is Killeen, Texas, which I've heard is, has a lot of crime and not the safest city. So just be careful where you go in Killeen, but I'm sure, once you get out there, you'll kind of see it for yourself. But if you ask a typical soldier, that's in Fort Hood, or if you look in any forums, they all say they hate Fort Hood and they want to leave. So Fort Hood, definitely don't recommend it. But with anywhere you go, you just have to make the best out of it. So yeah, Fort Hood's gonna be number 2. All right, so the number 1 worst duty station in the Army is going to have to be Fort Polk, Louisiana. Now, if you ask anyone in the military, what they think about Fort Polk, 99% of the time it's going to be something bad. Similar to Fort Irwin, Fort Polk is a training post, so there's a lot of training that goes out over there, like AITs and stuff of that nature. Fort Polk has a lot of bugs and insects. It's pretty much like a swamp, from what people have said from living there. And also, it's called Leesville. I wrote it down. Leesville is the town outside of Fort Polk, and there's really, it's a super small town, and there's not really much to do out there. So usually when the base isn't good, or the post I should say isn't good, you kind of look towards off post to see what's going on out there. And really, Leesville, haven't really heard anything good about that. But like I said, Fort Polk, you ask anyone who's been stationed there, or anyone in the military, if they would want to go there, they're probably gonna tell you not. Like I said, it is a training post, and Fort Polk is just not somewhere you want to be. And yeah, so that's gonna be the top 5 worst duty stations in the military. Whether you agree or disagree, or think duty station should have been put on this list that's not on this list, go ahead and comment that down below. But if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, just let me know. Feel free to drop it down in the comment section. I'm more than happy to answer those questions. If you like this video, go ahead and hit the like button, and subscribe if you're new. Click that red button. And without further ado, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.